One of the benefits to any person reading the Bible is, again, to understand culture going on in the text. Very often when I am reading a text with my children or with somebody else, even myself, I start to import. I read about somebody drinking, and I immediately think of the cups that I would drink out of, or I think of the streets that I would walk down. And I import my 21st century assumptions into the Bible. And one of the great things about archaeology is it reminds us to start thinking like the people who received the Word of God in the Old and the New Testament. It helps us re-enter that world and to think along with them and hear the Word of God coming to us in the culture in which it was initially written. So that's a huge aspect of archaeology that really helps every reader of the Scriptures. The other thing is I frequently take groups over to Israel to see the various archaeological sites that we discuss in the Bible. And one of the things that people often report is when they go there, they see that this is real history. This is really happening. I think I was raised in a Christian home and read the Bible from as early as I can remember. And there's ways that reading the Bible can kind of be like reading a great work of historical narrative that's maybe even fictional. Because it's kind of like reading Tolkien. You know, there's maps in the back of a good edition of Tolkien, and there's all this great vivid imagery, and you can become a little distant from the real narrative, that the truth that this is God really engaging in real history. And the Bible, the authors are really writing about Jesus as he really walked and where he walked. And so when you walk through the land visually, when you discuss the land visually, it reminds you constantly that these events really happened. God really did bring a people out of Egypt. And that makes things even more vivid for people. Often people who go with us overseas report that. And I think also when I'm in class and I'm teaching, showing slides of archaeology and discussing it, people report that, it just reminds me that this is real. God really did this.